Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. RHOM Guerdy Abraira exposes truth about Julia Zoom feud. RHOM star Guerdy Abraira is exposing the truth regarding her Zoom feud with castmate Julia Lemegova. There were a lot of big events happening in the Season 7 premiere. Yet one incident that stood out was Guerdy and Julia's battle. So what exactly happened? Keep reading for more details. Bravo fans were on the edge of their seats awaiting the Season 7 premiere of RHOM. The hit reality series has not been on the air since March 2024, so it felt like a lifetime. Yet they stayed faithful to the show, and the premiere delivered all that everyone wanted and more. Of course, there were feuds and romantic issues, but one moment that stood out was Julia Lemegova against Guerdy Abraira. She had some big news to share with her co-stars, and it was that she and her wife, Martina Navratilova, had adopted 2 sons. This was something that they had desired for a very long time, and now it was a reality. Julia wanted to spill the beans over a Zoom meeting, and everyone was there but Guerdy. She tried to come in and alleged no one was letting her in, plus she had other meetings, so she couldn't wait forever. Julia felt betrayed that Guerdy was not there and ultimately received a quick text. However, it was hard for Guerdy to learn about the adoption via the media. Julia bashed Guerdy to Martina, and this played out for the rest of the episode. Now Guerdy is showing the text between her and Julia, proving she tried her hardest to attend. It seems that Guerdy tried the link 3 times and continued to fail. She tried to tell her RHOM co-star that she was struggling but was not met with any compassion. Rather, Julia told her she would hear the big news on her own now that it had gone public. Guerdy maintains that she had to Google what Julia had to tell her and did not hear it directly from her friend. After RHOM fans saw the text between Julia Lemegova and Guerdy Abraira, what did they have to say? Many who watched the premiere felt bad for Guerdy. They also hoped that this would not be Julia's lone storyline and focus solely on her anger toward Guerdy, which would prove to be boring. Now that the texts are out, is this making viewers further despise Julia? I like how she says she's too busy to tell her, but has time to write a whole paragraph not telling her. That ain't your friend Guerdy. We adopted ! Literally takes less than saying XXXXXX. On this lady. Yes, and she was wondering why Guerdy was cold when she said only congrats. I hate when people lie like that at my face. It just pisses me off so much. They play you stupid with their little lies that none believe. Guerdy was actually a lady to send the congrats messages. I wouldn't. No one was happy with how Julia behaved, and they also did not think that she dictated any of the messages. More so, they believed she could have easily told Guerdy rather than being cold. Do you think the friendship is really over between Guerdy and Julia since the texts are out? Finally, was Julia wrong in the way that she handled everything? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and watch RHOM Wednesday on Bravo. In the latest season of The Real Housewives of Miami, RHOM, tensions have reached a boiling point between Guerdy Abraira and Julia Lemegova, culminating in a public fallout that has left fans and cast members alike questioning the authenticity of their friendship. The spark that ignited the fire. The rift between Guerdy and Julia began during the Season 7 premiere when Julia announced via Zoom that she and her wife, tennis legend Martina Navratilova, had adopted 2 sons. Guerdy, who had been a close friend and confidant to Julia, expressed disappointment over what she perceived as Julia's prioritization of the cameras over their friendship. In an interview with the New York Post, Guerdy stated, she was loyal to the camera, and likened Julia's actions to those of Judah's, suggesting a deep sense of betrayal. Social media fallout. The drama escalated off-screen when Guerdy unfollowed Julia on Instagram and shared a cryptic post about assault, referencing the legal implications of throwing a drink at someone. This led to speculation among fans that the post was directed at Julia, especially after rumors circulated that Julia had thrown a drink at Guerdy during a confrontation. Castmates Alexia Napola and Marisol Patton addressed these rumors, acknowledging the incident and noting that Julia had expressed remorse. Guerdy's perspective. Guerdy has been vocal about her feelings, emphasizing her commitment to authenticity and loyalty. She criticized Julia's behavior as social climbing and expressed alignment with Adriana de Moura, another cast member who has had her own issues with Julia. Guerdy's stance has been clear. She values genuine connections and is unwilling to compromise her principles for the sake of television drama. The broader impact. This feud has not only affected Guerdy and Julia's relationship, but has also rippled through the RHON cast. The tension between the two has been a focal point of Season 7, influencing group dynamics and casting a shadow over other storylines. The situation has prompted discussions about the nature of reality television friendships and the line between personal relationships and on-screen personas. Looking ahead. As Season 7 progresses, viewers can expect further developments in the Guerdy-Julia saga. The upcoming reunion is anticipated to address these issues head-on, with both women likely to confront each other about their grievances. Whether they can reconcile or if this marks the end of their friendship remains to be seen. In the world of RHON, where alliances shift and drama is a constant, the fallout between Guerdy and Julia serves as a poignant reminder of the complexities of relationships in the public eye. Fans will undoubtedly be watching closely to see how this story unfolds. The Real Housewives of Miami, RHOM, has always been a spectacle of glamour, drama, and unexpected alliances. However, the latest season has brought to light a rift between two prominent cast members, Guerdy Abraira and Julia Lemegova. What began as a budding friendship has now evolved into a public feud, with Guerdy accusing Julia of prioritizing the cameras over genuine friendship. The tension between Guerdy and Julia became evident during the Season 7 premiere. Guerdy expressed feeling blindsided by Julia, accusing her of being more loyal to the camera than to their friendship. This sentiment was further fueled when Julia announced the adoption of 2 sons via Zoom, a moment that Guerdy felt was not adequately supported by her co-star. Guerdy likened Julia's behavior to that of Judah's, highlighting a perceived pattern of disloyalty, especially given Julia's recent fallout with longtime friend Adriana de Moura. Adding fuel to the fire, rumors have circulated about an incident where Julia allegedly threw a drink at Guerdy. While neither party has publicly confirmed the event, the speculation has intensified the public's interest in their strained relationship. Guerdy's cryptic posts on social media, discussing assault and the implications of throwing a drink, have led fans to believe that she is referring to Julia. Throughout this ordeal, Guerdy has remained steadfast in her principles. She has emphasized the importance of loyalty and authenticity, distancing herself from individuals she perceives as opportunistic. Her unwavering stance has garnered support from fans who admire her integrity and resilience. This feud between Guerdy and Julia underscores a recurring theme in reality television: the blurred lines between genuine relationships and the pursuit of fame. While viewers are entertained by the drama, it's essential to remember that behind the cameras are real people with real emotions. As the season progresses, fans will undoubtedly be watching closely to see if Guerdy and Julia can mend their fractured friendship or if this marks the end of their alliance.